A recent study published by McKinsey and leanin.org found that today, 1 in 4 women are considering exiting the workforce or downshifting their careers. In fact, whether your preferred news outlet is The Times, Reuters, or The Post, you can find articles all over the media that are highlighting how COVID-19 has disproportionately affected women in the workplace. In addition, we've often heard that women earn something like 68 cents or 81 cents to every dollar earned by men. But this statistic is easily misunderstood since most of us probably don't even know what the article is truly measuring. Over the next few videos, I hope to investigate this statistic, the gender pay gap, and improve the discourse around this topic and ultimately give you something to think about. I'm Christine, and this is the Think Report. If you've been following the gender pay gap in Canada or the United States, you've probably heard that in 2020, women make approximately 88 cents to every dollar earned by men. But what does this really mean? This represents the difference in hourly earnings for full-time and part-time workers. So let's break this down a little bit. First, we can measure the median. So what we would do is we would line up all the men by their average hourly earnings and pluck out the middleman. Then we would do the same for the women. When you compare this middle individual from the lineup of men with the middle individual from the lineup of women, you learn that that typical woman earns anywhere between 10 to 15% less than her male counterpart. So another way of doing this, though, would be to compare the averages or the means in average hourly earnings. And that's a little bit different, but it provides us with a very similar result. To put this into perspective, it would be that the median woman makes $24 per hour and the median man makes $27 per hour. Okay, so does this mean that a male bus driver makes 15% more than his female counterpart? Does a male grocery store clerk make 15% more than his female counterpart? What about advertising executives or attorneys? No. It turns out that when you compare a man and a woman with the exact same employment characteristics, like number of years of experience, job titles, number of hours worked per week, it turns out that women earn, on average, 98 cents for every dollar earned by men. So that's the equal pay for equal work that we hear about. Now, granted, a 2% difference is not zero, but it's only a 2% difference. This is much different than the 10 to 20% that we hear about in headlines. So the question isn't whether the wage gap exists. It does, no matter how you measure it. But now that we've defined the different ways that studies measure this gap, the questions we should now have are, why does this gap exist? And what, if anything, should be done about it? In our next video, we'll discuss the 2 big factors that contribute to this median wage gap and discuss possible ideas for the remaining 2% true gender pay gap. Thanks for thinking with me. Until next time.